Movement number 4. Dragon seeks path. Dragon whips his tail.
Yo, my man, why you got on that purse, huh?
Hey, this ain't no purse. I'm the big dilf. Don't do that. $100 Patron in the bid at, you heard? Get your money up, not your funny up.
You gotta make the. We gotta try to drop 2 today.
Yeah.
But stand there for a minute and you just be refusing.
Grr, Braka. It's the Money Up, No Funny Up podcast, Monfu podcast, Money Up, No Funny Up podcast, Monfu podcast. What if I just kept saying that over and over again until people just acted like I didn't? Yo, we out here, we lit. How dare you be funny without no money? Yo, we out here, man. What we talking about, man?
No chucks without the bucks. You know what I mean? No chuckles without the buckles. You feel me?
That's a fact, though. No green without laughing.
What?
I don't know.
No laughing without the cashing. What was they talking about, nigga?
How dare you laugh if you ain't got the cash?
Facts.
How dare you chuckle if you ain't got the ducats? Just
I
go
already
let
said
me.
chuckle, but I.
Yo, listen, so our dog, the homie, the young blood, Mr. Big Blood himself.
He's not our dog.
I know. Our rat that
Not my rat.
what?
That's your rat.
Nah, ain't my rat. That's your homie. Hey, shout out, yo, national holiday, December 11th of 2020. That's when the homie Bobby Shmurda come out, you heard? Free all the real niggas, free GS9, grrr, whole lot of gang-ish, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's start this off by saying, shout out to, listen, I thought Bobby Shmurda was a real noob. But after this Tekashi shit, I'm like, bruh, that not only did he not snitch, right? Not only did he not snitch, he took extra time just because he didn't want his mans to do more time. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's so thorough. He might be able to snitch and get away with it now. He might have one. He might have one good snitch card because, like, bro, that's the most thorough thing I've ever heard in my life. Like,
he literally, he cut Rowdy Rebel's time from 12 to 7 by taking 7 instead of 3. Bobby Shmurda would have been out literally like a year and a half after he got done.
Knowing that he's the breadwinner too. And this is the part where I like to start that off by saying this because everybody's acting like the Tekashi thing is so hard. Like, that's what's really bothering me about this Tekashi thing. It's showing me how much people, even like people who are considered quote unquote street people, how weird they are. Like, it's starting to, and like I've always said, that's why I don't respect that stuff. That's why, because none of them, it's like religion. It'd be like the atheists who know the most about the Bible. It'd be like the non-street people who'd be more scared of the consequences of the street than street people. It'd literally be that. It'd be like,
Yeah.
Because I always said this, because I was talking with somebody who's a certified street person. I'm not even going to say who it is. Certified, right? And the dude in there saying, we were talking, he was saying some stuff about like, yo, if the second that they try to set you up or mope you off or get your girl, now they're ops, so you can do whatever. I'm like, bro, listen, we can't keep moving this goalpost.
That's what he said?
Yeah, that's what
That's
said.
a lot. But see, that's the thing, though. That's like the only race that like follows this rule is black people. Like, because Mexican gangs literally snitch on other Mexican gangs. Literally, the mafia snitches on other mafia families.
That don't make it right.
No, that's facts. But I'm saying they
and
condone
the mafia
that.
said they were against it, but did it.
But that's what they do, though. They say it's only if it's to as long as you don't take down people that you're close with, is their rules.
That's corny.
It is corny, but that's
corny.
hey. I ain't
corny,
making
and
rules.
I'm sure Now, I've heard that like on Vlad, and I've heard that with, I don't know if that's all the way the same with all gangs of that nationality, so I'm not going to just say Mexican gangs. I'm not going to just say any of that stuff, because I'm going to keep it a buck, bro. The reason why this stuff bothers me so much, and we're going to get into Tekashi 6ix9ine taking down hip-hop and all the people because this ain't just another video about, even though we can make a million of them, chronologizing this whole court case, but I want to get this out. Why are people trying to find easier ways to be a street person? I can't stand that. I really don't think people really get why I'm so passionately against snitching. Because people be like, well, if you're not even involved in stuff like that, then why? No. I am that is the lowest form of human being, because I think the street stuff, being like a gang member or slanging and stuff like that. Hello?
Yeah, I was sneezing.
That made no sound.
Shut up.
Anyway, so, all of that stuff is the worst stuff to hit the minorities. It's a plague, and it's horrible, and I wish that that's not what we respected, or that's what minorities took as their identity. I am more, everybody who justifies snitching to me is making another kid be like, oh, well, I could do that. Okay, well, I'm going to do the street stuff. The street could be okay if you let people know just how irrational it is, just how inhumane it is, just how, if you wouldn't be able to, okay, if you think it's right to be able to tell on somebody if they're wanting to murder you or take your girl and stuff like that, that's okay. But you also have to agree that you are not able to be a part in that life, which is also okay. I don't like the whole because when we make snitching okay, that's going to make a lot more people think that being in the street is okay or easier. People need to say just how irrational it is. Just how
you literally die or go to jail. As simple as that.
You say it just like that. Don't give people another way out. Why are we doing that? Why are we? I don't understand. No. Tell them, because, and I'm not saying that makes sense. That's what people are getting twisted. People are saying, like, how does it make sense if these dudes are trying to mope you off and ruin your life, that you can't defend yourself, or what, you would rather be in a jail? No, I wouldn't. But that's exactly why I would never be a part of stuff like that. Because the second I do, I know the person I am, I wouldn't say anything because I couldn't. It's the same thing where I'm like, if something happens to me, I'd rather not deserve it than deserve it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, the whole mentality is stupid. The whole thing, instead of trying to find a way to make it make sense, just agree that it's stupid so you don't do it.
Yeah, that's valid. I mean, I don't know, man. It's a thing that...
And I think it's absolutely crazy that you can tell and get less time. That, police and the government have to understand what that makes them look like. And I know that might sound like mad, like, of course they understand, but they don't, though. Because every time I get stopped by a cop, or every time I hear a cop talking about how, like, minorities, or even not even minorities, a lot of white people feel the same way, look at cops, they're always on the defensive. You know, they're always on the balls of their feet, saying things like, not all cops are this way, or you don't understand how hard our jobs are, this, that, and the third. But to me, I forgot where I started.
You said you were talking about, like, people saying not...
Oh, yeah. You have the cops have to realize what that makes them seem like. They're always trying to make their relations with the people better, or, like, always arguing why they should be better. But then you do things like that, then you say, okay, so now I cannot believe that, and I've never believed this, but now I have way more evidence to believe that this arresting thing, this throwing people in cages, taking away their freedom, executing them, this whole thing has nothing to do with right or wrong. It's a literal point. It's a game, and you're trying to get points. So now you're going to make it a lot harder for me to empathize or sympathize with you in any way, because if you're telling me it's okay with his involvement is worth less because their involvement, because he told, then do not ever try to kick that we're doing what's right or wrong. No, you're not. That can't. Those two worlds are not the same thing. I'm not stupid.
there's a lot of variables, man, in this situation that I feel like I want to know why. This is the thing I don't understand too. Is like he didn't even. I want to know if maybe he knew that he was literally getting booked, which I assume he did because like the whole interview and stuff like that. Because the way he said that he turned informant the day after, I was like, so you didn't even see what you were facing yet. You didn't even like get arraigned yet before you were already cooperating. Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Have you seen academics? What academics said about 6ix9ine knew there was informants around him for a while, according to academics.
Really?
Yeah. According to academics, he literally told, because you know how certain people, like 6ix9ine was not kicking it with certain people. Academics asked him why, and he said that, you know, people are government informants. So he knew something was coming. He knew something was coming. But let's get into the title. Tekashi is taking down hip hop, bro. He's New York right now. The entire New York. I don't. If you've done dirt, or if you're involved in dirt, shaking. And I'm not even saying that they're weak. You should be right now because that Jim Jones ish was so much more wild to me than it was that the way that people were taking it. That I really
don't you remember? I called you and I said, bro. I said, son, what I heard on that phone, bro, was wild. I was like, this is wild. Because here's the thing. If people don't remember, last November, and I know to the date, literally November 21st of last year, I swear to God, they was talking about this when he had got locked up. And they were literally talking about they had wiretaps of somebody being on the phone like, we gonna violate Shorty and all that. Bro, that's like, I remember that specifically. Like,
that's, to me though, I'm just like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's sad to me. That's the initial feeling I felt. Because I was just like, yo, so Jim is still that involved in that? Like,
my nigga, Joel's is in jail right now for like 3 years. You know what I mean? Yeah.
He had some pills in a burner on a suitcase.
My nigga, yeah, that's the fact that he had a grip on him is enough. Like,
having the grip on you is not what,
bro. I'm saying I'm
not saying no. Every rapper, if you don't got the money to get security, and
yeah. I'm not hating on that at all. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, these niggas are definitely still messing with street stuff. Like that was.
Listen, hold up. I'm not putting that on Joel's.
What you mean?
Until I get evidence, like he's
we're
in
talking
jail.
About. What are you talking about?
That has nothing to do with just because he's in jail don't mean that's not what we're talking about. He wasn't in jail for street stuff. I mean, he forgot he had his stuff on him while he was going to fly. Like, it's not because they caught him about to go catch a op fly to somewhere to
I mean, I'm not even saying all that. I'm saying, but when you at a certain level, my nigga, there should be a certain way that you move in
True that.
You know what I mean?
But there's been more famous-er people, rich-er people that's made that same mistake Joel's made. That's not street stuff. That's not street stuff. What I'm saying is, I'm not even gonna say that story. Why would I say that story? But anyway, what I'm saying is to be on the phone and you deep in it to the point where it sounds like allegedly you calling for things to happen. Why? Why have you not made it? And here's another thing that I question is like, dang, okay, so Jim was a part of this the whole time, and these were the people that he'd been banging since Certified Gangsters, and before that, since I've known since Certified Gangsters, Jim really, how could, and I know the answer is going to boil down to he really wasn't making the money he said he was making, but like, dang, so did they needed Tekashi, the fact that they needed Tekashi, or he even allowed that to go on for as long as it did is weird to me. It's just weird to me because I don't know, Jim is a legend. Dipset is like a catalog group. I just find it weird. That would be like me hearing wiretaps of Snoop talk about some neighborhood gang to knock somebody. It's like, why are you still in? What? Why are you still on the phone talking about this in the position of your life? Like, didn't he have Love and Hip Hop? Didn't he like damn near create that? Like, wasn't he like one of the
Jones?
first? Yeah.
I don't know about
him. And his girl had a spin-off show.
Yeah, he's
she
very
was like a
involved.
main character for a long time. Like, bruh, man, y'all gotta go legit eventually, bro. Y'all gotta go like the Trade D's. Y'all gotta be like what are y'all doing, bro? Like, if I heard a voice a thing of if like, even if Trade D went down on some stuff like that, I'd be so wildly disappointed. I'd be like, whoa. People are saying though, and I'm not even gonna put this on Jim, because shout out to Capo, that's literally one of my favorite rappers of all time. But I don't know if I believe this, and I'm not going to believe it until I see paperwork, and 50 said the paperwork wasn't true. But people were saying that Jim told. Yeah. And the rest, because the only thing that I questioned that was fishy, and I'm not saying Jim told, I don't even look at Jim as someone who would tell. But the thing that's fishy to me, or weird, that I would like Jim to explain, but obviously he can't talk right now, is how did he not go down? How did everybody else on every single wiretap go down except for him? And he's on there talking crazy. People went down on wiretaps with saying less.
I mean, it could be, we don't know. We don't. I believe I saw that allegedly his name was in the indictment. So, I mean, for all we know, we don't know any situation behind that. He could have a lawyer that's already been talking to people that, ruled him out and all that kind of stuff.
Once that came out, Jim had to have known that was him, obviously, because he said it. So he must have been known.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, just because it came out now could have been something that, like, he could have known a long time ago. Like, he could.
Rappers, man, move smarter, man. Move smarter. Just assume, be paranoid with this stuff. All that Black Mirror stuff where everybody, like, listen, like, we know YouTube is listening. We know Facebook is listening. We know our phones are listening. I know that stuff is, like, jokey, funny stuff. But, like, take that a little bit more seriously. Don't even say, there's certain stuff that I literally wouldn't even say on the phone anymore. Like, period. So it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's disappointing because I wish Jim wasn't still that involved in it. I really like Jim Jones. That's weird to me. I guess Trippy wasn't on the wiretap though. But did you see the Casanova video came out?
The shooting at the Barclays?
The Barclays video came out. I literally just watched that before you called.
Yeah, me too. I did, but I couldn't really follow it. It just looked like two groups of people.
Casanova came in there looking like 1994 Mike Tyson. He literally was like coming in and everybody, that sea of people was behind him. I'm not even going to lie to you. It made all the sense in the world they let off in there. What? They were about to devour 6ix9ine and his crew. There was like 100,000 of them. Definitely. Did you see that sea of people behind Casanova?
Bro, there was a whole Brooklyn was there.
Listen, that entire hood was there, and I'm not gonna lie to you. The smartest thing they could have done was let that shot off, because they was about to get devoured. I don't know how Casanova was that incredibly deep, but wow.
Yeah, that was out there thorough. It's crazy, man. This is a very.
6ix9ine,
you know what's crazy too is that Troy Ave about to snitch too.
You see what they asked Troy Ave about the situation? He kind of tried to just like let everybody, because he was in the courtroom.
Yeah,
you know that?
He showed up.
He said, "Nah, I came for my man, not 6ix9ine. I came for my man, not 6ix9ine." Nigga.
He was just supporting 6ix9ine. He about to snitch himself. What's he talking about?
Is Troy Ave snitching? Is what he's doing snitching to you? Yes. The only reason why I'm going to say yes is by Troy Ave's own rules, it's snitching.
The only thing I don't understand is like, why would he have to? I mean, what is?
He
I
has to
don't
say what happened.
understand exactly. I don't really understand fully the story. From what I believe is, this is what I'm under the impression of. I don't know if he is telling that Taxstone shot at him, or if he's telling that he accidentally killed his mans, or what. Like, I don't. Do you know what I'm saying?
He has to tell absolutely everything that happened, essentially, so he can clear his name. That's essentially why he's doing it, so he can essentially clear his name from everything and say that he didn't murder his friend. Taxstone did. It's gonna be like
he didn't though. He did murder his friend.
What?
He did shoot his friend.
Troy Ave doesn't. That's not what Troy Ave says.
I thought that. Oh yeah. No. You're right. So he's saying Tax shot his man's. He wrestled the gun from him and started shooting back.
He's essentially gonna be saying.
So what is he like? What is the?
He gonna be essentially putting the nail in Taxstone's coffin. He gonna be snitching on Taxstone is what people are saying, is what it is.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I would really, like, this is one of those things that I would have to know every situation, but to me, I feel like, why could there not be witnesses that say, like, because...
There is. There's been.
Yeah, so what would he have to tell on? Because he didn't do anything wrong. He's self-defending himself. If he didn't have the hammer and Tax brought the hammer, then all he has to say, I mean, I don't know. He has to say his side of the story, I believe, right?
When you go in there, right, and I don't know if he took a deal or anything. I don't think he did. But they're going to when they cross-examine him, they're going to ask him absolutely, positively everything. And he's going to have to answer truthfully. So he's going to have to snitch if he takes the stand. He's going to have to say Taxstone shot him. And that's the snitch part, is what they're putting on it. Essentially, his story, his alibi is saying that he's trying to save his own life. He's not trying to go to jail, which is true. But I don't think even the prosecution thinks he killed. I don't think he's going to go down for
I'm not going to lie. This is one of those ones that's really crazy to me. Because, like, this is like I get why it's a snitch thing, but in the same sense, like, if he didn't come with a gun, I mean, but see, that's the thing. Like, I don't know Troy Ave personally. So, I know Troy Ave's image is that he a street nigga. But I don't know how he moved, like, if he really in the streets. You know what I mean? So, like, if he was a civilian, if you telling me that, like, he's really not out here, 'cause I really don't know, son. Like, Tekashi a little bit different. It's like this, right? If you not a street nigga, like, you personally are not a street nigga. So, if you are in a situation where a nigga try to run down on you with a gun, and then he shoots me, and then you wrestle the gun out of his hand, and you shoot at this nigga, and then the cops ask you what happened, I'm going to probably expect you to just say what happened, because I don't, like...
But see, I'm not on song saying... Nigga, if you, like, it's the way Troy Ave puts himself out.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you. That's why
it's going to make him... I'll put it this way. If this wasn't Troy Ave... I'll put it this way. If this was Joey Badass going through this, Troy Ave would be calling him a snitch.
Wait, what?
If this was Joey...
see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like...
Troy Ave would be calling him a snitch.
That's why I'm like, this is a weird situation, because if this was a civilian situation, I would say, okay, well then, yeah, the nigga that got ran down on with a hammer, then if he didn't do anything, then why would he not tell his side of the story? But, like, you being involved in some street stuff, and, like, this is a real street beef, and then, yeah, no, you can't do that. but I don't know. So like that's why like with this situation, I kind of like I really don't know what to say because like if it's a normal person, you would like why would they not just say, "Yo, somebody tried to shoot me, I wrestled the gun."
But listen,
you know what I mean?
Troy had been already said the whole story in his songs. That one song he dropped. So it's like, I mean, what we doing with that? You know?
I mean, yeah, but that's what I'm saying, son. Is he like a civilian?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't portray himself to be.
Yeah, but that's not really fair though. Because like with Tekashi, he a little bit different because like
bro,
no.
Go back and watch all of Troy Ave's Breakfast Club interviews, and then you'll be like, okay.
I know that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he's snitching.
This is all self-proclaimed stuff. He claimed to be just as hard as 6ix9ine. He claimed, but no, stop that. No.
I mean, I know he ratted. Like in his situation, I'm saying, yeah, he's probably ratting. I'm just saying, like, it's a very weird situation. Because like he really didn't do anything wrong. Like he did like
no, he didn't do nothing wrong, but once he takes that stand,
I just don't understand why people wouldn't just be like, yo, this man was bussing and then this man wrestled the gun from him and then he shot after he shot his mans and boop-de-boop. And
bro,
like,
they've had lots of eyewitness testimony. They've had it already. They have it. That's another reason why I think
why would Troy Ave have to even tell?
That's why I'm saying I don't even think Troy Ave needs to take the stand for him to be okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo,
but
I'm kind of confused.
The stand is going to force him to probably divulge a lot of stuff bro, they're probably going to ask him, is Tapstone a part of a gang? Bro, they're gonna go in.
I don't know. This is weird. It's a weird situation.
It is what it is. I just wish it would not have happened. At the end of the day, it's Taxstone's fault. I don't know, like, man, Tax could have been one of them ones for the game. Like,
man, he was changing the podcast game up out here, bro.
He was in just the whole hip hop person now. Because nowadays people be like, yeah, you're a podcaster, you're a YouTuber, but really, it's all meshes together into just entertainment because you see people everywhere.
You would use an entertainer, like, yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, everybody's in the same thing, so it's like, yeah, he was going to be one of them ones, man. He was going to be. And then, like, I don't know why he did that, and then why he would basically, if you go back and listen to interviews and podcasts, just incriminate himself, put the most motive you've ever seen, the most premeditated. It's like, why must I cry? Why?
I don't know, dog. It's a wild world, bro.
Tekashi 6ix9ine, listen, if you a rapper and you a part of Eddie, you would be Sat or Eddie family or anything like that, keep it low. Keep it low. That's another thing I don't understand, like with the laws the way they are now, and you get like those gang additives onto your stuff and they multiply time. I don't know why people be like publicizing that stuff so much. It's not smart. You can go down for literally stuff you did not have anything to do with, just because you were part of the organization, literally. Like, it's just, it's not a, I know it sells, but like, at this point, like, man, they taking out a lot of people, bro. They are not playing. They are not, if you haven't been paying attention to the last, especially in New York specifically, the last, two major hip-hop cases have been some gang where they're taking down entire gangs.
I mean, but not only that, like, living out here, I mean, I could tell you that right now, nigga, I know a lot of rappers that you don't even know that go down for this kind of stuff from just gang involvement that are, like, not very big, you know what I mean? Like,
it's not worth it, bro. Y'all, like, especially in the East of New York, they're not playing that. They're not playing that. Like, they're really not playing that. I'm not playing what you think about it. I said that, and then I just thought about it. Just think about the last big cases in hip-hop. Just think about it. Bobby Shmurda, TK, and 6ix9ine.
TK's not from New York, nigga.
But he's not. But it's the same thing. Him and an entire gang of people went down. Even though there was the people, the robbery, it's all people that were pictured with him, all things. And this is the set throwing of King. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Keep it low. I think the smartest thing now to do is to keep that joint low. Keep it low. It's just not. Look at how they came and got. I mean, they didn't even get Jim Jones, but like, look at how Jones was probably this close to being a part of all of this.
I mean,
your phone is his tap, man.
Yeah, just treat it like that. Meet me at the stop sign, you dig? Meet me at the stop sign.
You gotta start treating phones, because people think they got like what they like landlines now. You gotta start doing that. Like, people be getting. Don't go do no dirt with a phone on you. Don't do anything like. And I'm not even trying to teach people how to do stuff, but it's just like, don't do dirt. Would be the easier way to do it. Just don't do dirt. There's too much money out here. Like, you can literally make it nowadays on some real life stuff, and you better get it while the getting's getting, because eventually these mother effers gonna shut this ish down.
That's a fact.
Because this is too lovely. Like, figure out something. I don't know. Make it work. Don't live beyond your means. I don't know. It's just like, I feel like before, especially with minorities, everybody always like, oh, all you could do is be, entertainers. All y'all could do is be entertainers. Cool. But now we're in a time where there's so many outlets for that. It could be a time where let's flood that market. Let's take over that market. Let's figure out a way to do it. Just have patience, I guess. And that goes for everybody. Everybody. Because like you said, even the little dudes is getting taken down for the same stuff.
Trust me. Yeah. It's lit. It's lit. It's definitely mad lit, son. But yeah.
And that's just my PSA, you know what I mean? For the day.
It's the Monfu Podcast. Money up, no funny up, dummy. Whole lot of gang-ish. Make sure y'all drop
Swine, my brother.
Make sure y'all drop a comment. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. If not, you a bird. You heard?